So before I even start, a couple of things to note. If you feel like you can't do these and you're like, I'm gonna pick something easier, then you should just not play the character, because the whole reason, the main reason why she's so threatening and good is because of these combos and her ability to cash out. Like the other strong Shadow characters in this game, she has really flexible ways of using her resource in order to win matches. This is going to be a guide on just how to combo with her. So for starters, her B&B, and don't laugh, her actual B&B on standing opponents. Legit, that is her B&B. Don't stress too much, but this is actually her B&B that you use. It's been her B&B since Persona 4 Arena 1. Sometimes this is actually the best combo you can do, so just keep that in mind. Now, the next combo I'm going to show you is basically the main combo. So she worked like this in Arena as well, where there's basically like one mid-screen combo you'd always aim for, and you just try to do your best with the starter. I'm going to show it by using a 2B starter. So this is going to be your main combo part with Mitsuru in mid-screen. You're going to be going for this as often as possible. Let's say you get a straight leg. You can't do like... There you go. Okay. Let's say you get like a whip, so like 5DD, 2DD. This is going to be like your main combo route. In the case where you can't get sweep into Sea Buffalo, so let's say you hit like something like this as a starter, then this is fine. And this is like what you would do in Arena. Just keep in mind that your combo is basically done when you do this. So your basic corner combo, if you hit them crouching, is going to be this. And you just end it. If you have a little bit more resource, so you're going to be using meter here, but the damage is worth it, and you can end this with Martin Karin, so you can get the meter back like really fast. So it's actually worth it to cash out here. And similarly, when you get like random hits in the corner, you're going to be aiming for that type of route. Actually, ideally, if you can get the bead wall to hit in the air, you don't need to use the S bead wall to get the combo. So this is generally going to be your corner combo. So for example, for throw, same thing. All your routing is going to be based around that. So next is going to be 5B Fatal. So the main times you're going to hit 5B Fatal is if people are trying to mash sweeps or they're trying to tech throws. When you play better players, it's really unlikely that you're going to hit 5B against their throw tech, but you can catch them like mashing basically with it, and you can make DPs with it, and you can use it as a DP punish. At a base level, there's a couple of ways you can combo. I think I pushed it too far. Okay, yeah, I pushed it a little bit too far. That you can just end it with Dwell if you feel like it. That's just a corner carry combo. In the corner, you can skip the dash cancel like this, so... There you go. Okay. And you get like 4K, a bunch of meter, Marin Karin. Another thing you can work on is hit confirming random sweeps. So there's two situations where you'd want to do this. So similarly to when you hit people crouching with bead wall, right? So similar to that's actually how you hit confirm sweep. You would use S bead wall so that you can get a full combo. And how you want to go through this is up to you. This is like the... That's like technically close to the best corner combo, but it's kind of annoying to do. I'm not gonna lie. I basically don't go for it like ever. I always try to do like an easier variant when possible. If you have 100 meter, you can choose to cash out using Shadowburst, which I'll go into in a second. Shadowburst Combo. So this is the main thing that's like really good about her and what you're going to be aiming for so that you can get like the max amount of threat from this character. So there are a couple of main ways you're going to go into this combo. So one's going to be from this, but warning, you could definitely miss that. As you guys have seen me from playing, you could definitely miss that. If they're really high up when you do 2DD, I would recommend not doing it. Even if you want to like take their burst, I would still recommend just not doing it and trying to earn the next hit. Another place it will come up is here. So it's another spot where you use it a lot. Another spot would be here. Another spot would be here. Those are probably the... Oh, and the last one would be here. After the Tentarafu. So first I'll show you the combo and I'll explain how to do it and why you should choose when to do it in specific spots. So this would be the basic idea for the combo. Cool. So this is going to be the main routing you're going for. Almost every starter I showed you will lead into this combo. So when you hit this 2B starter and you go right into it, it's a little bit different. And then you have to add the sweep. But everything else is the same. So to start, I'll break down each part and where you can fuck up. So the combo is, let's say, okay, so here, Shadow Frenzy. And again, if you can't do this consistently, I would say give up and play either normal Mitsuru or another character because it's crucial. You can't play her unless you can do this. Frankly, like, you're wasting your time if you can't do this. When you're mid-screen like this, I would use D Tentarafu. When you're close to the corner like this, I would use C Tentarafu. So if I'm in the corner, I'll do... That's C Tentarafu. And the reason why is... There you go. The reason why is because the cancel timing is different. One, because the Tentarafu has to travel to the opponent and hit. And D Tentarafu and C Tentarafu are different speeds. So basically, when I'm close, I find it easier to do C Tentarafu into the super cancel. And when I'm far, I feel like it's easier to do D Tentarafu into the cancel. Okay. So again, this is D. And I guess an easier example would be like... This is C. The way I would say for how to do it in the corner off C is before you even see Mitsuru do the Tentarafu, when you do it, do the super cancel. Where mid-screen, where you do the D Tentarafu, you can kind of wait for the middle of the move and then do it. It's a pretty natural cancel. A better way of putting it probably is when you do the Tentarafu, just do a super cancel as you would normally do it, a super cancel, and you should get it. Okay. I'm really harping on this because it's really the most important part of the combo, and if you can't do this, it's really bad if you can't do this. You can't play the character. Like, when you miss this, you lose your Shadow Frenzy and you're losing all this meter. So if you can't do it, like, it's a really big deal. The next part of the combo that you could drop are the supers, but once you get past the Tentarafu, I basically would say, like, you got the combo. So if you go here, so the normal part would be 6B, charge, sweep, A dwa, and you press A and C at the same time. So you do the dwa and the shot at the same time. And that will freeze them, and you go into B Suna. So I think the English name is Myriad Arrows, something like that. So you go into that, and then you will charge the kick while doing the shot. So I'll do the part. Once you connect that, you have to do EX myriad arrows. I just call it Setsuna. I'm gonna call it Setsuna. So you have to do EX Setsuna. And the trick to hitting the shot, because at that point, this super is actually on a timer, and you will be almost out of time. So my trick is basically, she puts her leg up while you're holding it. So once you see her hold her knee for like a little bit, just shoot it and believe in the hit stun, and you should get it. So again, the full combo will be like this, for this example. See, I just believed. I couldn't see the hit. I couldn't see the bar. I basically just look at her knee and I'm like, oh, it's been up for a little bit, and then I fire. In the corner, you're mostly going to be doing the same combo. The only difference is you're going to use C Tentarafu instead of D Tentarafu. So I definitely recommend you practice both in the corner and mid-screen. And the C Tentarafu cancel is much, much, much faster. So keep that in mind. Next, I will talk about some of the other ways you go into it. So this one. So this is auto combo. If they're crouching, you can do sweep and off max range and you're fine. But when they're standing, I personally recommend to do bead wall, and you can't be too far. If you're like here, you will probably miss it. You want to be like pretty close. But it's the same combo. There you go. I'm bugging. Too much net play, I guess. But yeah, it is the same combo. When I was learning this route, I was using auto combo to practice, because like when you do auto combo into it, you don't have like a lot of time to really buffer. You have to kind of just go into it. So I feel like it's pretty good practice. The next important one would be throw, and her throw is 12 hits actually, but you can cancel the hit before, so that's what you're aiming for. If you miss it, too bad, you fucked up. You're aiming for this, and the routing is so charge should be charge 6B, sweet, bidwa, C Tentarafu, and to D Mahabufudai. Cancel into the same combo. This one's pretty tight, by the way. Timer-wise. Which version I do? Apparently I did do the EX one somehow, but yeah, that does about like 7k also. Then the last major way you would go into this combo, and this is actually the safest way to go into this combo, is actually after doing a full combo. So you can actually put a full Shadowburst combo here. So the main benefit of this combo is that if you miss the Shadowburst combo off Tentarafu, you don't lose your burst. Maybe too fast. There we go. Maybe too fast? Got it. The good news is if you miss the Shadowburst timing on the Tentarafu, then you're good. You just put them in panic and you're good. You just keep playing. The bad news is your charge timings on the kicks are different. So on the first kick, you actually have to charge a really long fucking time compared to the other route I showed you. And the last kick is just kind of tight. I don't really know why the charge timing is different. Not gonna lie, it just is. It just is. I'm not gonna lie. As a last little addition for putting this routing at the end of your combo, this can even come at the end of like totally full corner combo. See here I missed it, so no problem, right? So for this example, when you do the whole thing, you can't put that sweep aid wall because the duration is at the max already. You're gonna have to just go straight into the combo. and believe that you have the timings down. But the good news is, since you didn't use the extra shots at the beginning, the end is really easy. Now, actually, wait, there's one more important thing. So you don't necessarily need 100 meter to cash out, by the way. So if you have, let's say 50. Okay, getting the first attack bonus. So, you know, I can even go lower. Let's go to like 30. Let's go to 30. So you can just do this and do Baha Bufudai into EX Setsuna, and you can actually do like more routes of this depending on how much timer you have basically, and try to get it to around like 60%. So you don't actually need 100 meter to do it. It's just that when you have 100 meter, if you played the game normally, that hit is probably going to kill them. Additional cash out stuff for me to do, just like you don't need 100 meter to use a Shadow Frenzy. Right. So because she's in Shadow, she always has access to her Awakening Super, which means that you could just do Tentarafu into Super. So for this one, by the way, I don't use C Tentarafu, I use D Tentarafu. Just keep that in mind. Oh, okay, yes, there's absolutely one more thing. Again, example, let's say you're doing a normal route. Nope. So I want you to pay attention to my burst gauge during this. I actually need to implement this in matches. Okay, so you see where my burst gauge is at? It's like just below, I don't know what you would call that shape. Loop thingy? I don't know what you call that shape. But if you do this combo instead, so you see how there's like significantly more burst meter there. So this is a routing you can use if you're going to win the first round. I actually do need to add this to my game, like frankly. You can see that like my burst is coming back super fast because I'm doing that. The only time you shouldn't pick this is if you start with auto combo, because you won't get the bonus. So again, look at the burst. Okay, but yeah, you see that the burst is not as high as the example where I did like random buttons and then auto combo ice shot into supers. So the main thing to keep in mind is that the only time you won't get a burst bonus is if you start your Shadow Frenzy combo with auto combo. Those are the basics though. Do you guys have any questions real quick?